There's a
Stay
full
tuned for
serving
Nero
of
Wolfe,
laughs
who
on the
follows
menu at Duffy's
transcribed in
Tavern
30
tonight
seconds.
with Archie the Manager.
Later tonight,
played
over
by
most
Ed
of
Gardner.
these NBC
Archie's
stations,
colleagues
Duffy's
in comedy
Tavern
are
comes
Miss
your
Duffy,
way.
Clifton
And
Finnegan,
on the menu
and
at
Eddie the
Duffy's
waiter.
tonight, there's a blue
This Sunday, the
plate
big
special
show
of
comes your
grilled
way
English
once again on
language,
NBC.
served up by
And
the
just
delightfully
listen to a few of the
ungrammatical
stars
Archie.
who'll be with you.
Plus
Fred Allen,
laughs
Jack
garnished
Carson,
with
Mindy
chuckles, brought
Carson,
to you
Ed
by
Archie
Archie's
Gardner,
remarkable
Edwin,
crew.
and many,
There's no
many
cover
more.
charge at
And of
Duffy's
course,
Tavern.
your
Just
MC
keep
will
your
be
dial
Tallulah
tuned to
Bankhead.
NBC.
Listen Sunday for
This
the
Sunday
big
means
show.
another broadcast of The Big Show. Your guests include Fred Allen, Douglas Fairbanks,
Ladies and
Danny
gentlemen,
Thomas,
that phone
and
bell
many,
means
many more.
exciting adventure.
Tallulah, of course, is
Hello?
your hostess on
Hello.
The Big
The handsome
Show.
young man answering the phone is Archie Goodwin. A
Ladies and
mountain of a
gentlemen,
man
that
engrossed
phone
in
bell means
deep thought in
adventure.
the oversized armchair is
Hello?
Nero Wolfe.
Hello. The young man answering the
boss.
phone is Archie Goodwin.
Oh, Mr. Wolfe.
The mountain of a man
Mr. Wolfe.
engaged in
There's
deep
a guy on the
thought.
phone
The
wants to take a
oversized
case.
armchair is
Seems that
Nero
someone was
Wolfe.
mad at a guy who was
Mr.
mad,
Wolfe,
and
we've
now
got
this
a
guy
case.
on the phone
I'm not
is
sure
mad,
whether
wants us to
somebody's
find
going to
out
kill a
who
rabbit
did
or
the
a
killing.
rabbit
What do
is
you
going
say,
to kill
Mr. Wolfe?
somebody,
We need
but
the
either
money.
way, it's going to be murder. Please, Mr. Wolfe. Even
Hello?
orchids have to
Yes,
eat.
Mr. Wolfe says he'll be happy to take the
Yes,
case.
sir,
Just
Mr.
present
Wolfe will
yourself
take the
and a
case.
check
As a
for
matter of fact, he's
$2,000
working
at
on it
601
right now.
West 35th Street at 11 o'clock.
Work.
Mr. Wolfe can't wait till you get here. He's dying to go to work.
In the world.
Goodbye.
Only trouble is, he is.
Greatest detective in the world.
The only trouble is,
He is.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, Archie is right.
Yes, listen.
Nero Wolfe
Archie
is the
so right.
greatest
He
detective
is
in
the
the
greatest
world.
detective in
And
the world.
the fattest.
And the
And
fattest.
the least
and
energetic.
the least energetic.
Nero Wolfe.
He's
created
Nero
by
Wolfe,
Rex
created by
and
Rex
brought to
Stout,
you over
brought
this
to you over this
network
NBC
in a
network and a new series of adventures
by Mr.
Sidney Greenstreet. Tonight, it's the case Nero Wolfe likes to remember as the case of the friendly rabbit. He sometimes
Tonight,
prefers
it's
his
the case
Proverbs
of the
rabbit.
beautiful art.
It began in lots
That's
of
a good
places.
title. And it was
Let's
a good
take look
case,
at a
too.
few of them.
It began
In particular,
the
the
consulting room of
richly
Dr.
appointed
Raymond
library
Talmay
of
of
a
the
man
Townley
named
Sanitarium.
Beat.
Skipping a jump north of Nyack, New York. When a
What's
very
happening?
Relax,
lovely
Haynes,
young
your blood
lover
pressure.
I thought it was
glared
a gag,
across
but
the desk.
you
at the
really
good
are
doctor.
shutting the club down.
Shall we
shutting it down.
pretend you
Why?
don't know
I got
who
the
I
joint
am, Dr.
full, and the
Tomley?
suckers are pouring in.
And next week, the governor's committee.
Diana Lawrence.
Huh?
It's moving out of Baylor
23
County.
years
our
old.
joint enterprises
Daughter of
in
one of
Baylor
our
County.
better-known
I
sculptors,
think the club
Michael
needs a
Lawrence.
rest. Crime committees so rarely
You were born in
admire
Johannesburg,
Oh,
educated in
that's
London and
So
Paris,
it is. The club needs
and
a
live
rest.
at present
You need
100
vacation.
yards from here
Florida,
in your
perhaps?
father's cottage
like
on Berry Hill
Pick
Lane.
any place you like, just so
How's
long
that?
as you get out of reach of a subpoena.
It's intended to be staggering, isn't it?
You've just
You
coined
take no
a phrase
cream or
that
sugar
may
in your
very well
coffee?
catch on. Get out
We're
and
winner of
stay
the
out
Women's
of the state
National
until I
Archery
send for
Tournament
you.
of 1947 and have an exceedingly high temper.
Let's stop
Marshal?
nonsense.
That about
You
covers
have
us
an
from Baylor,
impatient
am I
here
right?
named Willard
You're
Garth.
The dear governor's
Willard
dear
Garth
committee
happens
will
to
be
be my
sorely
fiancé.
disappointed.
Yes. he
However,
has
I
mentioned
doubt
the
it'll
fact
give up quite so
during
soon.
his analysis.
Wouldn't think so.
And,
Therefore, have
well,
the
has he by
truck
any
driver
chance
deliver another
mentioned his
shipment of
reasons for
carrots
suddenly
to the
refusing
rabbit
to see me during the
farm.
past 5
Marshal?
weeks?
Okay,
You didn't have to, Miss Lawrence.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean that I recommended he give you up for a bad job.
What? Well, I suppose you had some purpose
Come in,
in
Williams.
saying what you did.
Of course.
Good afternoon,
I'm the boy's
Good afternoon.
doctor.
Williams,
you think
I'm
you're in
disturbed.
love with Willard
The
Garth, I
crime
know,
committee,
but
sir?
actually
Doing well, very
you're
well.
infatuated
I
with the
know.
Garth millions.
There's a leak.
You take a lot
Someone
on
is passing
yourself,
on
don't
confidential
you, Doctor?
information.
I consider it
That's the
important to
problem.
relieve Willard of all painful
Started 3 weeks
external
ago.
pressure.
A three-man
You've done well
committee,
for Willard,
Wilson,
Dr. Tomley.
McCarthy, Toller.
Relieving him
One
of
of them,
me?
Williams?
I think so.
Stake my life, sir.
Well,
No.
let's see you relieve yourself of me.
Committee secretary.
You have reason to
You,
suspect him?
Purchased the
nothing that
gun
means
for this
anything.
occasion, Miss Lawrence.
Except-
You do suspect
Yes.
him.
Well, he's been watched.
And what
telephone
exactly do you
calls
hope to
checked,
accomplish
mailed.
with it?
I have no
Quick
reason to
and complete
suspect him.
reversal of your
Except
decision
one
about
thing
me.
bothers me.
What's that?
I'm not as easy to
He has
handle
a
as Willard
small
is, you
farm
see.
in Greendale
And if
County.
you intend to ruin
He
my
really went
life,
near the place, and all
I
the time
intend
he's been
to
up here
end
at the
yours.
capital.
Here and
But
now.
that suddenly changed.
3 weeks ago?
Yes, sir. He's been
The
staying
phone
at
is
the farm
ringing.
for 3 weeks.
Let it
Is
ring.
there anything unusual
Just as
about
you
that
say.
farm?
Nothing unusual. Except Jimmy Collier
It's the
has
house
gone
phone,
in
Miss
for
Lawrence.
raising
It may
rabbits.
be Willard.
Oh, Willard?
Yes, he usually phones me from his room at about this time every day.
Jimmy,
Oh, all right.
Oh, hello,
Answer
Claire.
it. But
you've
be
been
careful
hiding
what you
from
say.
me.
You're
I've been
his
out here
man,
with the
it
rabbits.
seems.
Jimmy, what's wrong?
With what?
Hello?
There's nothing.
You're
Oh, why,
lying.
no, I thought it
We
would be
grew
you,
up
Willard.
together, remember? We lived
Look, my
next to
boy,
each other.
Diana
Jimmy.
Florence is here.
We were going to be married.
I've had a
Hey,
talk
wait
with
a
her, and
minute.
I've
We still are
reconsidered
last
my
I heard.
opinion.
You haven't heard
Yes,
recently
I'm quite
enough.
serious.
What does that mean?
It means
You're at
we're
all
not
sensible.
getting
You see her
married.
regularly
You've been
and plan on a
avoiding,
marriage.
and you've been
as soon as
getting
you're
money,
discharged.
lots of money from someplace. And
Yes.
in a shady way, I feel.
Oh, you do?
All right, you know. So what?
Very well.
I've
I'll
been
see if she'll
concerned
talk
about
to
your
you.
sudden devotion to
Miss
these,
Lawrence,
these
Yes?
rabbits.
do you want to speak
The
with
kind
her?
of
Give me
men
the
you've
phone.
been seeing.
What do you
Of
mean?
course.
Like the one up at
Here
the
you
house
are,
now,
and-
waiting for you.
Say somebody wait on.
That's why I
There
came down
we
here
are.
after you.
I'd better get up there.
He's a
Stand
crook,
away, Miss
Jimmy.
Lawrence.
Look,
But Willard's on the
All right.
phone.
Well, it is not.
I
on
sort
the
of got
phone.
myself in a mess. I needed
Oh,
money,
on the phone.
but it's over, Claire. No more.
Are you
Came from
sure?
the
Of course I'm
push-button bell
sure.
Under my desk here.
I wish I could believe you.
Sometimes I find it
For your own
convenient to
sake.
interrupt my consultation.
But
with
I
a
feel
phone
I
call.
can't.
Oh, you.
Not anymore.
Smart, deceitful, self-sufficient.
You'll be grateful to me one day.
All right.
Archie,
Give me my
Yes,
gun and
Mr.
let me
Wolfe.
go.
either stop
I'm
breathing
afraid
so
stay
heavily
with
or
me.
Take the evening off?
stop breathing.
Here in this
Old
metallic
Dr. Titmouse
cabinet.
wouldn't approve of that.
I'm
Who in
scarcely
blue in
feel
assorted
justified in
blazes
trusting
is
you.
old Dr. Tidman?
Now,
My family
with your
doctor.
permission, or
Mavis
without
keeps your
it,
puny
the interview
mind,
is ended.
but you don't have a family. Answer the phone.
Oh, but it might be a case. It might be very
in the
important.
Lawrence house.
It might mean work, Mr. Wolfe.
Archie,
W-O-R-K.
This time it was no phony.
You've got millions in the bank. Why worry?
confound you. Do you want me to answer that phone myself?
Now you've got me. No,
Hello?
Mr. Wolfe. Couldn't let you
Yes?
knock yourself out lifting a telephone receiver.
Imagine.
Nero Wolfe's office, Archie Goodwin
Has the
speaking.
doctor let you use
What?
the telephone just as if you were a great big adult?
Wait, Mr. Wolfe is to go up to Greendale at... Oh, now, look, friend. Mr. Wolfe does not go anywhere, and that includes Greendale. He wouldn't stir out of the house
Do
for anybody
I hear the
short of the...
overtones of a change of heart?
Oh, Diana, what's happened wasn't my fault. He poisoned
I
me
see.
against you.
Then why don't you walk
Yes,
out
sir,
of that
in an
amateur
hour.
nut house and stand
Goodbye.
up like a man?
I probably shall.
Mr. Wolfe, brace yourself. You've got an appointment with a Mr. Williams at the Starlight Hotel in Greendale for 1 hour from now.
You're insane.
No, I'll admit I've been tempted.
Screwy. Were it not for the fact that often the
Don't tell
native
me
hue
he's
of
trusting you
resolution
to
is
drive.
secreted over the pale cast of thought,
Quoting Hamlet will get you no place.
I would fire
And
you.
then who would drive you to the Starlight Hotel in Greendale?
Say yes, say
I'm
you
not
will.
going to Greendale.
Nevertheless, in an hour
Yes,
you will
Willard.
be there.
I'll
And
be glad
who,
to.
may I inquire, says so?
The governor of the state.
Bless you, my angel.
Is that all, Mr. Williams?
That, Mr. Wolfe, is all anyone knows about the situation.
Oh.
Except the guilty
Oh,
man.
so that's it.
An admirably
You
clear
want my
summary,
father's
Mr. Williams.
money.
Obviously,
That's what
our
you
meeting
love.
here at the
Not
hotel
me.
was necessary.
Yes, the
I
chauffeur
couldn't
will
be
hear
seen entering
you.
your
It's the
house,
way
nor
Townley
would it
says
been
it is.
advisable for you to
He's
visit
right.
the governor.
I can
He's
appreciate
right.
that.
Oh, why
You're
did I
quite
let you
sure I
talk
need
me
pay
into
no
this?
attention
What
to
a fool
anyone
I was
on
to
the
have come at
committee
all.
except James
You're
Collier?
sick inside, Willard. So
Police
what?
surveillance of
Hopelessly
Collier is
sick.
deemed
Oh.
unwise.
Oh,
You
so
certainly
now
take an interest in
I'm
rabbits,
hopelessly
but although
sick.
keeping
Yes.
them may perhaps
Yes,
be
you
considered
are.
suspicious, it is hardly
You're trying to
itself of
confuse me.
value.
Take advantage
You
of
have no other
wind me
evidence
around your
against
finger.
Collier.
I know
Just
we're
because I
clutching
love
at
you too
straws,
much.
Mr. Wolfe. But
That's
there is
it.
a leak and work
That's
is
my
being
illness.
done.
Of course, I
Something
see
must
it
be
now.
done. Hence
You.
the governor's call for you.
You're the
Very
thing
well.
I must get
I
rid of.
shall,
You with your
attempt to be more
beautiful,
than,
beautiful
a
face and
man
your twisted
clutching at a
values.
straw.
You're at
I
the
shall
bottom of
attempt.
all my agony.
Willard!
Archie, I'm
Willard!
back.
I'm
We shall
saving
stay
myself.
at Greendale
I'm
near
saving
Collier and
myself.
his rabbits.
Once you're dead, the sickness is ended. I'll be safe. I'll be safe. I'll be safe.
Mr. Wolfe? Mr. Wolfe?
Willard!
Naturally, I know shutting your eyes and pushing your lips in and out indicates you're thinking. Oh, I accept your correction. What are you thinking about?
Hotel beds, they're notoriously
Townley?
flimsy.
Oh,
Yes,
you
come
gave
in.
up
Mr.
on the
Wolfe's
case
inspector.
so soon.
Fiddlesticks. I already know exactly what role the rabbits play in our problem. Therefore,
We're going to drive
yeah,
out to Collier's
Thank
farm?
you, Mr. Wolfe.
You are.
I'm so happy
Why,
you've
you
agreed
test
to take
the
this
hotel
case.
A
bed.
glass of beer.
Fine.
Oh, no.
It'll be
Never
necessary
at
for
this
you to
time of
spend the
morning,
night at
thank you.
Collier's place.
Well, Doctor,
You'll drive out
usually
there
they
and
check
pretend
what
you've
you're doing.
lost a cylinder or
Good and
something.
young guard went out
Oh,
for a
lost
ride in your
cylinder.
limousine last night.
Why?
The car
Confound
was
you, Archie,
driven
you
by
can
one of
invent
your
something
handymen.
plausible as
That's
a
right.
pretext, and if you're
Haynes,
properly
his name
charming,
is.
Mr.
And then
Collier
everything
will, I
back.
hope, invite
Young
you to
guard
stay the
was
night.
found dead
During
in
the
the
night,
car
I
with
sleep.
two bullets in him.
Happily
Girl
breathing
was
the
gone,
fresh
and also
country
Haynes, the
air.
handyman chauffeur, huh?
Correct, sir.
Have you
Okay,
any
Mr.
idea
Wolfe, I
where he
accept
could
the
be?
assignment.
No, sir.
I will learn all
And
I
the young
can
lady,
from
tell me
Mr.
about her.
Collier's rabbit.
She's Diana Lawrence.
Incidentally, remember the play
daughter of
Harvey?
Michael Lawrence.
I do. Why?
Stopped her?
Harvey
sculptor.
was an invisible rabbit.
She lives
a
with him in a
figment of
small
a man's
cottage near my
imagination.
sanatorium on
I
Berry
hope
Hill
this
Lane.
rabbit venture is
An
more
extremely
tangible, Mr.
aggressive
Wolfe.
and
It
self-centered scented
is,
female
Mr.
with
Lewin.
more than a
Will
slight
you
flair for
desist and
violence.
depart? Your description might easily lead me to suspect her of this
if
murder.
anyone calls,
Well, I'm aware
just
of
say
that.
I've gone out to Greendale.
And I don't think you'll be far off the mark.
Archie,
As I told you on the phone,
I think you're going
she tried
to be
murder
quite
me yesterday
surprised.
morning.
The police have made no headway in locating her?
No, the homicide division has contacted her father, but he's remained quite noncommittal. He simply says that he's sure she's incapable of killing a fly, but he hasn't laid eyes on her since 8 o'clock last night.
Highly suspicious behavior.
She was unquestionably in the car with young
Running out of
Doc when he was
gas.
murdered.
He's such a big boy.
He wasn't alone in the car.
You're referring to Haynes?
Yes, but he can't be found either, remember?
It appears that he failed to list his address in his job application.
Hello.
But somehow, Mr. Wolfe, I'm quite
Hello?
sure he'll
That
show
tree
up
a friend
this
of yours?
afternoon.
The tree?
Somehow,
the one you're
Dr.
clutching.
Downey, if I were you, I wouldn't be quite
I was
so
leaning
sure.
against it.
It's an
We must
idea, but
begin
not a
by
good one.
facing
Trees
the
are
initial
notoriously
problem of
skittish. The
locating
instant you
our
really need
suspect.
one, they're out sowing wild
Archie.
oats
Yes,
or
sir.
something.
You
Get
sound
out
as
the
if you
car
know
and
about
drive up
trees.
to the
Oh, I
house
do.
and
I
let
was
her
brought up in
lane.
one. And then? Look, now, if
There
you
you
really
are,
have to lean,
Mr.
I can't
Michael.
No,
recommend
Be
it.
thanks.
sensible enough
I
to
tried.
cooperate with us in finding
Nice
his
moonlight
daughter.
we're having. My name is Goodwin, and blondes call me
I
Archie.
recommend,
I'm not
Archie,
blonde.
that
Brunettes
you
call me
flatly
Archie,
refuse
too.
to
And what do redheads call you?
Your name is...
Claire.
Now, you
Mr.
may
Lawrence
not
was
believe
no
this, but
simple
I have
baby
just
to
run
have.
out of gas. You think I might
He
wangle
was in
some
the
up at
studio
your
when
house?
I walked
My
in,
house.
chiseling on a
mean
statue of a
Jimmy's
boy
house?
and a
All
girl,
right, I mean
both wearing
Jimmy's
less clothes than the
Well,
law allows.
I don't know.
Before
He
I got
might
a
have
chance to
some.
Now,
stake
why don't we
my
go up to
name,
the
he
house
commenced
and ask
giving me a free
Well,
lecture on the marble
all right.
work of art.
She's good. Really good. She's
Jimmy
practically
who?
superb.
Collier.
The Ariadne.
Uh-huh. I
The
like
what
to be
are you-
formal when I'm
The
borrowing
girl
gas.
in the statue.
Would you mind waving your
that's
left hand in
Ariadne.
front of my
Tragic
nose?
nymph of
Waving
Greek
my-
mythology.
Yes, just try it.
Don't
worry,
tell me
I
you're
won't
not
bite
familiar
it.
with Apollo and
All right.
Ariadne.
All right, I won't.
I did.
Apollo, on the other hand,
Very
is unfazed.
gracefully,
The
too.
face, you see, it...
No ring in the third
it
finger.
lacks
You're not Mrs.
the
Collier.
passion of yearning.
There isn't any
Olympian
Mrs.
desire.
Collier.
And
Are
yet,
you
know, the
applying
two
for the
figures
position?
have
Mr.
motion.
Goodwin, I...
Now, remember what I confided in you about
Your daughter,
brunettes.
Diana, she's
All
got
right.
motion also. As I
Archie,
hear
you're
it,
a
she's
little
been in
rattled.
motion ever since she
Maybe.
murdered Willard Garth
But
last
I
night
always
in the back
remember
end
what
of the
old Dr.
building.
Titmouse said.
What did he say?
So you're
Gather your
another
rosebuds
flatfoot.
while you may.
Not
Old
exactly.
time is
I'm
still
paid in
applying.
private
Robert
by
Herrick
Nero
wrote
Wolfe.
that.
He did.
Nero
Dr.
Wolfe.
Titmouse is a liar.
You don't mean that a creditable man like
How much
Wolfe
farther is
thinks
this
Diana
house?
to be
Well, it's just beyond
Well,
those trees.
he'd like to talk over the possibility with it.
How laughable.
There was something
Look at that face.
ran across the path.
Is there
It brushed
anything of
my
the
leg.
murderous in a face like
Frightened
that?
me so.
Must have been a
Face
rabbit.
like what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess it was.
Diana posed for the Ariadne.
Sorry.
you see, And the
There
likeness
was
is
silly
exact.
eyes.
Oh.
You think a girl of this
Don't worry
type,
about it.
classic, sensitive,
Also,
civilized,
you will have noticed how
would
much
descend
more
to the
satisfactory
clumsy
I
brute
am than
level
a
of
tree.
murder?
For clutching
Well,
at moments of stress, I mean.
It's a little hard to
Archie.
imagine.
There.
Mhm.
Even you
But
agree
better
with
let
me.
go.
On the other
What
hand,
Shall we
And
discuss
we'll get
the
on
other
to the
hand over a
house.
cup of coffee?
See, I don't need a haircut, and you're not
You
the right
insist?
type
I
for
do.
Delilah anyway.
Sit
You
down
mean
and
something by
inhale
that.
the atmosphere
Something
of
nasty.
culture.
Well, that depends.
Sauce. There's a
What I meant is you've already signaled
Pot of
whoever you're
what,
supposed
coffee
to
or
signal.
culture?
Nothing frightened you back there.
Why?
That scream had a lot of carrying
see
power.
what it
Oh, that's the house. Huh?
looks peaceful enough.
Archie.
Who were you supposed to warn if anyone came up to pass to the house?
For no one.
Oh,
Something did frighten
Honey,
me.
I've been lied to by experts, and you're not one.
Yes?
This is Diana, Father.
Oh, think I ought to knock?
Oh, yes, Diana.
No,
It's
we
all
don't.
over the papers.
Yes, I know.
Well, I don't think they'll find me
Dark
where I am.
inside.
And I'm staying here until
Except for a
things quiet
handful of
down.
moonlight.
Where are
filtering
you,
in
honey?
Through the windows.
What did you say?
I
Kind
said,
of early
where
for
are
Carly
you?
to turn in, isn't it?
You said, honey.
I
Daddy, you
wouldn't know.
never
Let's
called
go
me
find
honey.
out.
I know it's because I'm excited.
Now,
Where
relax,
are you,
relax.
sweetheart?
Well, you mustn't
Grandpa's
let
making
anybody
a
find
return.
out.
Not a soul in the world.
Time.
Where are you?
Well, you know where Tyne
Yeah.
Pine turns off to the
10
left
o'clock.
beyond Bardsville?
Yes?
Well,
Getting late. Come on.
Call me later, Angel.
But, Father,
This would be the living room.
Oh, get that motorman's
With only
number.
American
You will
furniture.
live, my friend, but
You're
not
really mad.
long if you don't control your curiosity.
With that
Nothing
mallet
here. What's
you
that
hit,
door
what was
lead
the
to?
big idea?
Do you really have
I
to
don't
ask
know.
that question?
Or won't
Why
tell.
don't you try to trick my daughter into disclosing her whereabouts?
The police are pretty interested in
More
her
room.
whereabouts.
Then let them find
Dark
her.
as...
You can't be surprised, my friend, if I choose to protect Diana's interests.
Come in. So
he's working on an Apollo and Ariadne.
Put the beer on it.
Who cares about Apollo and Ariadne? The point is how he worked on my gourd.
That, of course, is
Indeed,
unfortunate.
you are.
my boy.
I'm a fellow guest at this hotel, Mr. Wolfe. My name is
Get that,
Lee.
please?
Ah, yes. A criminal of
Hello?
moderate intelligence and moderate
Hold it.
pretensions.
We won't quarrel, Mr.
you?
Wolfe. I've something to offer you. You and your boy Goodwood
Yes?
didn't drive up to Greendale for the exercise.
How are
I
you,
dislike
Inspector?
exercise.
I hear you're in on the
Shortens life.
James Collier
Not
lives
very deeply,
nearby.
I'm afraid.
The
We're
governor's
still
committee
trying
on
to
crime
locate
is
the lines
unhappy.
there.
Well, you
There's
can
been a
forget
leakage
about
of
that.
information.
Yeah?
It hasn't helped them in their
We've
work.
already
But
located
it has helped you.
Released her
You
on
wouldn't have
that
left your house in New York on any ordinary
interesting.
job.
Her father had
The
a
request
lawyer
from the
on her
governor,
hands
however.
before she was in here 10 minutes.
Shall we
Too
stop?
bad you couldn't have held on to her.
I don't have to fence with
I'm
you.
not so sure
The
we
committee's
would.
work doesn't particularly bother me.
First of all,
I've already
it's not
made
like
my
she did it.
arrangements for retiring
No.
from
No.
active
Ballistics stated
business,
that
shall
the
I
bullets
say.
that killed Willard Guard
However,
were
I
not
don't
fired
want you
from
messing
point-blank
around
range.
in the meantime.
She was sitting
Indeed.
beside him on the
In your
back
effort to
seat.
discover how the
Mhm.
committee's
Also,
information
we
leaked
found
out,
the
you
murder
might also
weapon in the
discover a
grass
number of
near
things
where the
about me
limousine
that I
was
prefer
parked.
to
She
remain
admitted it was hers.
undiscovered.
No
That
one has
sounds like a
employed me to
Paul
do anything about you,
reason.
sir.
Well, the
Not
point is, she
directly,
wasn't
but
in
indirectly you
possession
might
at the
have
time when
to.
the killing happened.
I want to insure myself
So she
against
said.
any such
No,
possibility.
That
I want to make a
doctor.
deal with you.
What doctor?
I'm ready to supply you with the name of the man responsible for the leak and papers proving his guilt.
For safekeeping
I have
at
them
noon
here.
yesterday.
In return for which you
A
expect?
quick conclusion to your activities and your return to New York, leaving my name out.
There was a little more talk between
I'm neither
them,
a
something
public
about fresh
official nor
cigar
a
ashes
philanthropist.
found in the
I should do
dashboard
nothing
ashtray
about
of the
you
limousine.
unless it becomes necessary.
After that, the boss hung up and
You may
exerted
remove
himself
your
enough to
hand
put a
from
call
your
through to
pocket.
the Townley Sanatorium.
You wouldn't dare
I'm
shoot
afraid
me.
the doctor is very busy just now.
Now then,
So am I, and my business
Name of the
happens
man.
to be highly
James Collier.
important.
But I'll
This is
see you
his
call,
guilt?
Mr. Wolfe, and I'll ask him
These.
to contact you just as soon as he
A
can.
series of reports on the
You
committee's
happen to
meetings
have
in
a free
Collier's
moment, miss?
handwriting.
thank you. Good night, sir.
Could you
Good night.
spend it by telling me if that handyman,
And I
Mr.
hope
Haynes,
for
has
your
been
sake
located?
That
Why,
we do
yes,
not
as a matter of
forget.
fact, he has. One of the staff just found out where he lives, Mr. Wolfe.
Archie,
He has a
answer
little
the...
cottage at
Oh.
206 Dockside Road.
Hello?
That's out
Mr.
near
Wolfe?
Sheepshead Bay.
Yes, Archie.
Thank you.
I'm at the Collier place.
Archie.
Since it
I'm
takes only
going
10 minutes to
someplace,
get
I
there, may I
suppose.
congratulate you
you're
on the
going
speed.
to
I've been at the
Sheepshead
Collier place
Bay.
for nearly an hour.
Doing what?
Meeting Claire for one thing, discussing Rosebud.
Your delay has been explained. Good night.
And for another, I was being around when someone got murdered.
Ah, you laid hands on the murderer?
Hello
No,
there.
the room was dark. By the time
Looking
I got
for a
Claire
guy I can't
untangled
find.
from me and started
Yeah, his
looking
name
for
is
somebody
Haynes.
with a gun, he'd
Stopped at
left.
the cottage up
I
there, but
see.
there's no one
The dead
there.
man, of course,
I
is
saw you
James
here on the
Collier.
wharf fishing, so
No,
I
what
thought-
did
you say his name is?
Found it had to be. Who was it?
H-A-I-N-E-S.
Archie.
I'm not being difficult. There was no identification on
Yeah,
it.
do you know him?
Strange.
Well, there's a fellow named
Description.
Hines used to fish
Early
on
no,
it.
30s,
no, not
height
Hines,
maybe
Haynes.
5'10",
Couldn't be
weight
Honeyberg?
around 175 pounds.
No, it couldn't
Blonde
be. The
hair,
name is
blue eyes,
Haynes.
very natty
H-A-I-N...
Suit custom tailored with a built-in show nose. Dark blue shirts.
Well,
Manicured,
what do you
but
know?
very dirty
Funny, huh?
fingernails.
That guy seems to think my name is Haynes.
Yeah, so do I.
You do?
Yes, I...
Very well, you tell them whatever you think proper, without mentioning the governor's committee, of course. You then bid them farewell and come to the hotel.
Can I say goodbye to Claire, too?
You cannot.
I got back to our house
Do
soaked
you think
to
I
the
want to
skin
wait up
and
all night?
minus Haynes, and just in time to see the boss in the exhausting process of walking across the room to answer the phone. The police were not happy
Hello?
about letting me go, but I threatened to tell you on them, so they gave up.
I did.
You have told me the entire
More
story of what
specifically
occurred
about
at the
the
Collier
statement
Farm,
from
Archie?
Diana Lawrence
All
that you
details.
removed the firearm
If you like, I
from
wouldn't mind
possession
repeating the
yesterday
parts
morning.
about Claire.
Screwy.
You may call it phooey, I call it love. By the way, did you know that it
I
was
suggest you
Robert
check.
Herrick who wrote that poem?
Confound you, be quiet.
Okay, push your lips around, but you've missed something.
Yeah?
I have?
The burning
Then I
question of
suppose
the
it's
day.
vanished.
Night, brother.
Which is?
Where
Because it
is
a
James Collier?
ballistics doctor.
Ah.
Turned out
Stop
to be the guy
spying.
that
The
killed
cops
Willard
want him on
Guard.
suspicion of murder. The way it shapes up, he shot our unknown pal and then headed for the nearest border.
Nonsense.
Mean he didn't shoot our unknown pal?
I mean, Collier's whereabouts are not a mystery.
You know where he is?
I know where he is.
I don't believe it. You
Then
couldn't
I
know. You
think
haven't
it'd
been
be
out of the
well if you
hotel. You
came
haven't
in
had any
immediately.
calls.
Archie, I use my intelligence. If you had used yours instead of opening the girl,
I still wouldn't know where Collier is. Never
suggest?
mind. I'm impressed.
outside the
What do I do now?
you get Mr. Veek on the phone.
Huh?
Is it Mr.
He's
Wolfe?
staying here at the hotel.
Hello, Mr. Wolfe.
Old home week.
Mr. Wolfe?
Mr. Veek, please. When my boss has to leave the house, it's a major Mr. Veek? tragedy. Sometimes he rages, sometimes he curses the
Mr.
whole
Wolfe wants
detective
to speak
business,
with you.
lock, stock,
Just a
and
second.
barrel. And
Here you
sometimes
are,
he
sir.
keeps very
Thank
quiet
you.
and grips the
Mr.
side of
V,
the car
where were you at 10
desperately
o'clock?
and tries not to
Why,
inhale
on my
any
way to the
fresh air.
tell.
You checked in
This
at
was one of the quiet
10:15, then came directly to your room.
Just
One
go
other question.
slowly,
You have an
Archie, but
employee,
get
a
there
man
as
in
quickly
his
as
early
you can.
30s.
Oh, you don't want to show for Mr.
blue-eyed,
Wolfe,
and
but you
well-dressed.
need is
Am
a
I correct?
magician.
Keep your eye on the road and don't
No,
strain
there was,
yourself to
Marshal.
make superfluous
Good night, sir.
witticisms.
Why don't you try relaxing a little?
Whatever it meant, we
I
now
hear there
go to
hasn't been a
sleep.
man-eating
Oui,
tiger
we do
sighted
the
on the
Collier
Sawmill
Farm.
River Parkway in the
Okay,
last
but why?
500 years.
Because,
Your
Archie,
liberty is out of order. Don't try to make light of
the
a
time has come
deplorable
to
situation.
cross-examine the rabbits.
Here's the sanatorium. And there's Dr. Townley coming to meet us.
Confound you, Archie. You're not driving a truck. Be careful.
Truck drivers are careful. Also, they're courteous.
Indeed.
Furthermore, they will always stop to help a motorist in time of trouble.
Archie, are you training to become a truck driver, or have you fallen in love with a truck driver's daughter?
Her name is Susie, her hair the color of
There we
wheat
are.
fields at high noon. Never mind
calm
turning
down,
purple.
you're all
I'm
in one
about to
piece.
change the
I think
subject.
you'll find the trip
Boss,
highly
I have a
profitable,
theory.
Mr. Wolfe.
Stick to truck drivers.
Consider
As
it time
follows.
very well.
Our boy Collier had been
Hey,
selling
hey,
information
what's the
to
matter?
Veek, had a change
What is it,
of
what
heart
happened?
and decided to turn ethical.
He's been shot.
But Veek's man, Marshall, at
likely
Veek's
they
orders,
wasn't
tried to apply
Well, a shot
pressure,
doesn't
so
make a
Collier
sound,
shot
boss.
him and headed
You
for
mean?
Canada.
Better take a look for yourself. There's an arrow in his back,
and the
he's
girls
dead.
roll.
To brighten my life. Oh, you mean about her playing sentry? She's in Veek's employ, too.
Phooey.
Don't
We
like
remembered
my
that
theory.
Dr. Townley had said
Charming.
Diana
Really
Lawrence had
wrong.
won the Women's
Really
National
happens.
Archery Tournament for
Why is it
1947.
wrong?
The Lawrence
Archie,
house
if
was
a dead
visible
man's
through the
dirty
trees 100 yards
fingernails,
away.
Marshal,
So we started for it and the sculptor's studio.
Well, you made me bring you to the rabbit hutches. We have arrived. There
No one
are
around.
the rabbits.
So
ahead,
this is his
cross-examine
latest
them.
effort to follow an
good little
idea.
Yeah.
The
Done a
large
little work
pen
on
with
it
the
since I
rabbits
was
that
here.
run
The
about
Apollo's
it.
face is more
Notice
finished
that
than...
they're all cowering at the far
Hey,
end of the
boss.
pen, ran
Yeah?
as we entered.
That's
You know,
because they don't
somehow or
like
other,
us, maybe,
Apollo
huh?
looks a little
One of
familiar.
them, however,
Wouldn't be
seems to
surprised,
be
Archie.
friendly.
I think if
The
you
one up
examine
here,
it
closely, and at the
Ah,
corner
Ralph.
opposite us.
You remember me,
Yeah,
don't
there
you?
is one.
I met you once at a dinner party at your house, the time they opened the new
Not
museum on
friendly, Mr.
67th Street.
Of course, Mr.
He's
Lawrence.
dead.
And to what do I owe the
Somebody
honor?
stole his
It's
skull.
not much of an honor.
Interesting.
What's interesting
Dr.
about a
Townley
dead
has
rabbit?
been murdered.
He may be dead now,
I'm
Archie,
afraid
but
Mr.
he
Goodwin
was
is being
friendly.
accurate.
He's been murdered with a bow and arrow. What does that mean to you, Mr. Lawrence?
I'm sorry. I've been a fool. An
Claire, this is
awful
Mr.
fool.
Wolfe.
You can't
Mr.
blame
Wolfe,
yourself
this is
too
Claire.
much.
Claire,
If
I'm
you
Archie.
cooperated with the police
Ah,
instead of
cheer,
looking out
Archie.
for your daughter's
Cheer.
interest, the man would still be alive.
Try this
I
one.
assure you that
Where's
Be
the
gentle
girl?
with it. If you break it,
she
all
should
the
be
early
here
Americans
now.
will hate
She
you.
phoned me a while
Hello,
ago and
sir.
said she was coming by for passage money to Rio.
You were looking
Steady.
for me?
Boss,
No.
Diana, put the gun down, Angel.
Well, now
Tie a
then.
rope around
Mr.
my
Wolfe,
neck?
I'm
Might I
dreadfully
inquire
tired.
if
The
your
police
plan
have
is to
Ah,
kill us
idiots.
all, Miss Lawrence?
Oh, what
For
yours
example,
did
do
to
they
where
know
was
that
after
you
you
were
for something you
posted as
didn't
sentry
do?
outside
Wouldn't you
this
be
house
willing
in
to
order
risk
to warn
persuading a
James
jury of
Collier
that?
of any
Thanks,
intrusion?
no. I'll
They don't-
skip that chance.
I wasn't.
Father,
Do they
stop
know
it, get
James
rid of money.
Collier and
Diana,
the dead
sweetheart,
man Marshall?
don't make me a part of your
quarreling?
murders.
No.
That's
Do
asking
they
too
know that
much of
James
love.
Collier had armed himself in
You know
preparation
I'm
for this
not
meeting with the
guilty.
gunman?
No,
That isn't
no,
true.
Diana,
It is
I
true.
don't.
I don't have to say anything.
You've already said more than enough with your actions, my dear.
That's him, boss, the guy who
What do you
soused
mean?
me.
According
Take
to
a little
Archie's
of your own
report, and
advice.
Archie's
Relax,
always
Archie.
ridiculously accurate.
What do you want here, Mr.
When you and
Haynes?
he
want to
opened
give
the
up and
door
try
of
to
the
straighten
room
out
in
this
which the
little
murder
deal.
took place, you screamed at
Lawrence.
the shot.
Yes?
Well, of
Here's your
course.
money back.
Any
You got a
girl
right
would
to call me a
scream.
welcher.
And then you
I promised I
clung
wouldn't
to
give
Archie
evidence
with
against the
sufficient
girl, and you paid
force
my
and
price.
sufficient length
But enough
of
is
time
enough, and right here and
to
now I'm
prevent him
unloaded.
from
Just
chasing
what
the
does this
murderer.
mean?
Why?
It means
Because
I
you
saw
had
her do
seen
it.
and recognized the murderer as the man you
Stupid
loved.
lying
It's too dark to see anything.
It's true. Therefore, you didn't have to see them. Because you already knew who the killer had to be.
That's a lie.
You're shielding James Collier, aren't you?
I'll never admit anything. Never.
May not be necessary.
What can I say to
Archie.
myself now?
Yes, Mr. Wolfe?
What can
Get
I
hold of
do?
that policeman
I'm
outside
sorry,
and
Mr.
remember what
Lawrence.
happened to
It's
one
not necessary
particular
to eat
rabbit.
your heart out. Many fathers
They'll,
before you
look
have
around
done
for
their best and
freshly
failed.
dug earth.
But I had a special duty toward Diana.
Special duty?
Yes. Well, you see, you'll find it out sooner or later, so I'd best tell you now. I'm not a real father. I adopted her 9 years ago, and she was 14.
Midnight.
And I should never have done
What
it.
are we waiting for?
I realize now that I
Return?
wasn't equal
Archie?
to the task.
No, it'll take him longer.
Where?
Then who?
Well, not
Mr.
lost
Weeks, of course,
I mean,
complete
I
with
convicted
revolver.
you.
Come in,
Eh?
Mr. Weeks.
I said they may not convict you.
How
No
could
one
they fail to
outside,
convict
only the
her?
two of you here.
She killed Garth,
I warned
didn't she?
you, Wolf.
She
Fiddlesticks,
shot
you
him?
merely tried to use me
If
as
the
a
gun
prop
was
for an
in
alibi
Tommy's possession,
and a
she
could easily have
rationalization for a
stolen
motive.
that.
I don't
She could have broken
understand.
into his
Mr. Wolfe
office.
does.
Indeed,
It
I
wasn't
do.
locked.
What was
Did you
not?
really
The
think me
majority
fool
of
enough
cabinet
to believe your proposal, Mr. Veek?
I mean,
It was
I
possible.
believe you mean what
It
you
was
said,
nonsense.
Lawrence. The
You
majority
pretended you were handing
For
James
the life of me,
Collier
I
plus the
can't see
proofs
how
of his
you
guilt
could
over
know
to
whether
me
it
in
was
an
locked
effort
or
to
not
keep yourself
unless
out of
you
the
had
picture.
experience of opening
Your
it.
proposition was silly.
Could it be
No
that
matter
you
how
went
much I might
looking
have
for the
wanted
gun
to help you,
yourself
I would have
after
been
Tommy
powerless once
said he
James
had
Collier went
confiscated it?
before a jury.
That you killed
You're too
Tommy with a bow
intelligent
and
not to know
arrow,
that.
which you handle as
couldn't
well
have
as
given you
your
enough to go
daughter.
on.
You didn't.
Because
You
he was
yourself
just
gave me
on the
more.
point of telling
I
me
did.
When
that
you came to
knew
my
where the
room, you
gun
told me
was,
you knew Mr.
and
Goodwin
that you
and
were the
I had come
likeliest
to
murder
Greendale,
suspect.
checked in
You
at
must
the
be
hotel.
mad.
Oh, sir, not I.
However, when I phoned you later
But
and
you are
asked
mad
for an
and
account
more
of
than
your
a little.
movements between 10 and
You hated
10:30, you
God.
replied that
It was
you'd
you
driven
who
to
were
the
making the
hotel,
marriage impossible.
signed in, and
You
came
lured
directly
them
to
in,
my
in
room.
the end, you killed him.
Obviously,
How could
you
I have
already
killed
knew
him?
of my
I tell you
presence
the
in the
secret, Mr.
hotel.
Lawrence. The
How?
police found cigar
I,
ash in the
Only
dashboard
one way
tray
you
of the
could have known.
car.
You had seen Archie at
Chemical
some time
analysis
prior to
showed
the
that
time
the
you
ash
checked
was
into the
from an
hotel.
Eldorado
And the only
cigar.
place where Archie
What
was...
have you got in your left
the
hand,
farm.
sir?
Yes, which told me Mr. Veek had been here
An
at the
Eldorado
time of
cigar.
Marshall's death.
And in
What
my
was
right
Veek
hand,
doing
a
here?
derringer.
Only one thing.
Powerful,
Murder.
admirable little
Then
weapon.
he
Lawrence.
killed
I
the
suggest you
gunman.
show proper
Well, the
respect for it by
possibility.
dropping all this
But
here and
Jimmy,
now.
I
You
thought
don't
he
wish
did
to
it.
hear me say
James
the
Collier
rest.
couldn't have
If you
killed
wanted
Marshall
to know
because
with
at the
Diana,
time he
your
was
own
killed,
adopted
James
daughter,
Collier was
loved
already
hopelessly,
Archie!
eternally
Steve,
frustrated.
let's
You begrudge me the triumph,
that
accusing
gun
you of having
first.
bribed Haynes
My
to
arm!
let you take his place at the
that's
driver's
nice
seat of
and
the limousine,
cooperative, so?
and further bribed and threatened him into putting on his show of
You'll
many
be quiet
pranks
for a
and
while.
false confessions
The
to
cop's back in the
confuse us
rabbit pen,
all
Mr. Wolfe,
beyond
guarding-
measure.
You said I loved Diana.
Collier's
Would
grave.
I do all this to her
Brave,
if I did?
Archie.
Oh,
Yeah.
but of course, such
With
love as
James
yours
Collier
is
in
really
it.
hate.
Oh.
You were content to
Poor
see her
Jimmy.
dead rather
Vic
than
knew the
relinquish
expose
her.
was coming. He
Like
had to shut
all
Collier up.
miserly, small
We had his gunman,
men.
Marshall,
You'd
killed
rather
Collier
kill
and
the
bury him
thing
in
you
the
love
rabbit
than
run
muster the
back of the hutch.
generosity necessary
You
to
spotted
seeing
that,
it
boss,
attain
because
happiness.
That's
with
enough
Jed
out of
Rabbit.
you.
I should
The
think
others
it
scurried
was
away
too
from the
much.
man
It
who
is.
bore James Collier's body to that lonely spot. But one rabbit overcame his fear. He was too friendly.
And got killed for it. There was that and...
And the dirty fingernails of
Archie,
Marshall,
my
the
boy,
gunman
I'm
who killed
grateful
and
to you
buried
both
James
for coming
Collier.
back into the house.
Your
when you did
description
and for being
indicated
such a
extreme
good shot.
neatness. The
Hope
dirty
you remember that
fingernails
next
were
time
the
you feel like
wrong note.
insulting him. Yeah, indicated he'd been digging.
Tell me, what's with that
So we know
cigar
now,
ash
don't we?
routine?
Vic
Who
killed
told
his
you
own
the ashes
trigger
in the
man to frame
limousine
a
were
dead
from an
man for
Eldorado,
it.
boss? I
Collier
never
would
heard
be thought
anything about
guilty.
that.
He'd be hunted among the living. And all the while...
As a matter of fact, neither did I. No one
I'm
could
sorry,
possibly have
Claire.
determined the
It's all right,
brand by
Archie.
any chemical means in existence.
I didn't love Jimmy.
I knew that, you see,
That was
and
all
I took
washed
the long
up.
chance that Lawrence didn't.
Mr. Wolfe,
Oh.
I understand
But I
everything.
still don't get the
except
mainspring
why
of
did Jimmy
the deal.
suddenly start staying at
How
the
did you
farm
know
with
he
the
was in
rabbits?
love with Diana?
He knew he'd be watched.
That
He
was
couldn't
genius,
risk conveying
I have
his
to admit it.
information by
You
telephone
see,
or the
it all
mail.
hinged on the
Nor could
statue
he
of
be
Apollo
seen
and
holding
Ariadne.
conversation with men who
According
might be
to the
traced
Greek
to
myth,
Veek.
Apollo
But
fell deeply
would
in love with the
suspect
nymph,
a truck
but
driver
because they
delivering
were
carrots
different
for the
wares,
rabbits
he was condemned
as being
to
the
pursue her
go-between for
always
Jimmy
and never
Collier
to
and
catch her.
Veek.
Well, what's that got to do with the price of
Which is
eggs?
why I hope there's an adequate
Isn't it
bed in this
perfectly
house,
obvious?
Mr. Wolfe.
Didn't he tell you
I'm
that
sure I'll be able
Diana
to
had
find
posed
one.
for the Ariadne?
Splendid, Archie.
Yeah, but I
You
still
will
don't...
have the police
you
remove Mr.
yourself
Veek,
remarked
and
on
then...
the
And
fact
then
that the
maybe
finished
Claire
Apollo
would like
looked
to
somehow
go
familiar,
gathering
didn't you, Archie?
rosebuds, huh?
Yeah.
By moonlight?
Yeah, I did, boss.
Don't you know why that was?
Hey, you
You
go up
mean
to
I
bed
knew
now.
and Michael Lawrence
Seen the
unconscious
moonlight more
sympathy of the
times than
true
I
state of
care
his
to
heart.
remember.
He didn't
However,
intend to, I suppose.
while you and Miss Clare
But
strolled through the
precisely in
moonlight,
ecstasy,
Archie,
each
Yeah?
of the features
you
that
might
taught
remember
God
that
in his very own
rosebuds have
image.
thorns.
Oh.
And speaking of torture,
Yeah?
your lady having time for dinner.
Oh, boss, you can't be that hungry.
Louis, and good heavens, you live.
You have been listening to The New Adventures of Nero Wolfe, starring Sidney Greenstreet. You have been listening to The New Adventures of Nero Wolfe, starring Sidney Greenstreet. Tonight's transcribed story was based on the characters created by Rex Stout. This is an Edwin Fadiman program, produced and directed by J. Donald Wilson. In the cast were Larry Dobkin as Archie Goodwin, and Martha Shaw, Hal Gerard, Herb Butterfield, Howard McNear, and Bill Johnstone.
Created by
Next
Rex
week
Stout.
at the same
This is an
time,
Edwin
Nero Wolfe
Fadiman
and Archie
program,
will bring
produced
you
and directed
the
by
case
J. Donald Wilson.
of the Impolite
In the cast
Court.
were Larry Dobkin
Don
as Archie
Stanley
Goodwin, and Gigi Pearson, Ted Biles, Bill Johnstone, Peter Leeds, and Joe Novello. Next
Next week at this same time, Nero, Wolfe, and Archie will bring you The Case of the Brave Rabbit. John Fenton. There's fun and laughs.
Three chimes mean good times on NBC.
There's
no cover charge at Duffy's Tavern. Just keep your dial on this NBC station this evening as Archie the manager, played by Ed Gardner, and his remarkable friends serve up another blue plate special, grilled English language, fresh laughs and whimsy a la mode. Another Friday fun favorite is the delightful Life of Riley, starring William Bendix as the beleaguered Chester A. Riley. Now it's Sam Spade. Then, The Magnificent Montague on NBC.